Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. And this happened about a month ago, but I just got word of it. It was sent to me a couple days ago, and I was like, I really have to talk about this, even if it is a month late. And 3 charged in death of black teen who died after being restrained at a youth facility. So, when most people think of youth facilities, they think of, juveniles, people that are delinquents. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, they're bad seeds. That's what I've seen a lot of fucking right-wingers talk about when I was researching the story a little bit. And when you actually look into the details, it gets a little bit more fucking disgusting that these people would even say that. 3 staff members at a youth facility in Kalamazoo, Michigan, have been charged in the death of a black teenager who died days after being restrained for throwing a sandwich. Have you ever thrown a sandwich at someone? Particularly in high school? Like, I had no friends, and I have thrown food before. Now, I didn't throw food at anyone, but I've thrown food into the trash can just for fun. I've done that before. Now, that's a totally normal thing for a child to do, okay? But anyway, a county prosecutor announced Wednesday. The decision comes after the county medical examiner ruled the death of 16-year-old Cornelius Frederick a homicide by result of restraint asphyxia. The 3 Lakeside Academy staff members, Michael Mosley, Zachary Solis, Heather McLogan, were charged with involuntary manslaughter and second-degree child abuse. According to the charging documents, Mosley and Solis are accused of restraining Frederick in a grossly negligent manner. McLogan, who is a nurse at the facility, is accused of failing to seek timely medical care for the teen. Fredericks became a ward of the state after his mother died, and his father was unable to take care of him, according to lawyers who represented his family, adding that Fredericks has 4 brothers and sisters. An investigation by Michigan's Department of Health and Human Services found that staffers used a restraint that was significantly disproportionate after Fredericks threw a sandwich in the facility's cafeteria on April 29th. Multiple staff members attempted to restrain the teen, with one sitting on Fredericks' chest for about 12 minutes. An adult sitting on a 16-year-old's chest. Now, I don't know if the 16-year-old is fully grown. Who knows? Who cares? They're still young. They're still growing. If you're a fucking full-ass adult, and we don't know the body composition of these adults, we don't. They could have been 200 pounds. They could have been 300 pounds. Either way, sitting on someone's chest is just disgusting, especially if it's a child. Witnesses said Fredericks expressed that he couldn't breathe during the restraint. After releasing him, the report found that another 12 minutes went by before staffers sought medical attention or attempted CPR. Fredericks went into cardiac arrest and died 2 days later. Throwing bread is not a demonstration of imminent threat of harm to self or others and did not warrant physical management, the health department report said. The county medical examiner on Wednesday ruled the death as a homicide and said the teen died as a result of restraint asphyxia, according to the attorney Jeffrey Feiger, who represents Frederick's family. Feiger has called on prosecutors to bring murder charges against the staffers. Now look at this kid. This kid was killed, okay, for throwing a sandwich. And this is the thing. And if there is that, justice served, if that is a thing, right? That doesn't help anyone. This guy lost his son. This kid's siblings lost their brother. Nothing is going to fix that. Not millions of dollars. Maybe billions of dollars. Maybe, who knows? I don't know them, but it's the thing is it's not enough to get justice after the fact when black people and children are murdered and assaulted and abused. And there's a whole thing I can go into when it comes to foster care in this country and child services. I almost was victim of this shit when I was a kid. If I were black, God knows where I'd be right now. And so, we need to fix this system. We need to stop these people from killing people. Not just arrest them and charge them after the fact. That's not helping anything, because people are still dying. Someone going to jail for the rest of their lives doesn't change the fact that this kid was murdered for throwing a sandwich. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. I don't see how you can look at this and have any opinion that deviates from Black Lives Matter. Because this is a situation, especially in Michigan. Michigan is a relatively racist fucking state. But I know that Child Protective Services is mostly run by people that are racist. Maybe they aren't explicitly like neo-Confederates, but a lot of them still think that black people are more scary or less able, or like that kind of stuff. Who knows? I don't know their family situation. I could look into it, but it doesn't matter. What I do know is I was in a pretty poor family situation when I was a kid. I had to deal with my school threatening to take me away from my mother several times because I was too sick to attend class. Now, if I were black, it's possible that they would have thought that my mother was obviously an abuser. Now, my mom was pretty abusive, but that's neither here nor there. It's possible that they would have forced me away from my mother if my mother was black, or if I were black. That's totally possible. I've seen a lot of stories from people that are white, and then a lot of stories from people that are not white, and how they're treated by schools, by child protective services, and so on and so forth. And there is discrimination. Now, I'm not saying that this kid, maybe their father couldn't, care for them. Maybe. It's possible. It's totally possible. But if that's the case, we need to bring these children into a safer environment, not a less safe environment. Because honestly, if I had the choice of living with abusive abusers, I would rather live with my father who's an abuser than a random fucking loser who I've never met before who's an abuser. Because at least with my father, they're my father. There's a chance, maybe they'll stop being an abuser. There's a chance, maybe things will be okay. But when you go to a facility like this, that's basically a jail, in a lot of ways, with people that don't know you and don't care about you, they won't hesitate to go that extra mile. Maybe your dad will hesitate to go that extra mile in killing you. Maybe they will. Not all the time, but it's more likely. But in these facilities, these people think, oh, look at these kids. They're our chattel. Beautiful, brilliant. Let's sit on them for minutes, show them who's boss. Because these people are freaks. This would be disproportionate, abusive behavior if this kid got on the fucking lunch table and took a shit on someone's head. It would still be too abusive. But this kid didn't even do anything. He threw a sandwich. This country is fucking corrupt and rotten, inside and out. Every government apparatus is failing. Every single one. And maybe I should talk more about child protective services and that kind of thing, because it's a lot that people don't really talk about. And I don't have too much personal experience with it, but I have more than a lot of people. So maybe I will talk about this more. But this is a story that I saw, and I can't not talk about it because it's just disgusting. It's evil. It's vile. And these are the things I just can't believe. I can't believe this.